Coach down with Kerri and Nana. You ready for the show to begin?
Hey, let's go. Let's get it. It's almost showtime. Let's go. Let's get it. It's almost go time. Let's freaking go.
Yo, what's going on, my peoples?
Hello.
Not much.
Happy Thursday, man. Definitely my favorite time of the day, 7:00, because we get to do this lovely thing called Brightside Chronicles. Basically, the background of Brightside Chronicles, me and my girlfriend Kerri decided to come up with this thing where it's just a space to just talk about, what you enjoy, what brings you a sense of happiness and joy, things of that nature, and it's just really just living the moment. It's an impromptu thing. It's not scripted or whatever, but it's just literally talk your stuff, and we just go through the rundown and kind of go through the motions of it. So today we have some special guests right over here. We got Alexander underneath over here, and we also got my guy Jesus right on the side over here. So what we'll do is do a little maybe like a clockwise thing. So maybe we'll start off with an introduction from Jesus, then we'll go to Alexander, and then we'll go to just to kind of from there. So whenever you guys are ready, we'll lock it.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so hello, my name is Jesus, and a little bit about myself. I am a cosplayer, but I am also a voice actor, and I've been voice acting for a little bit over a year now because I started back in 2024, May 16th.
Yeah.
So it's been over a year now where I've officially been doing voice acting. So that's a fun accomplishment that I found out.
Okay.
And cosplay, I've been doing that for about 6 years now. Back in like 2018, 2019, I've been cosplaying for a long time. And I do this all because it's all stuff I'm passionate about. It's stuff that I love, and it's stuff that it's a form of expression. It's an art. Right. That's really that's what all of it is.
Correct.
Voice acting and cosplay is its own art, which I can create. And it's luckily something that makes me happy, and it can make others happy too, which is something I love.
Yeah.
Because growing up, being a people pleaser, I guess, and putting smiles on people's faces was the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I love doing that with cosplay. But then I got into the world of voice acting, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is wonderful. This is fun.
Okay.
And so I just continue growing, and that love and passion kept growing. And now I'm here. This is just a walk-in closet, but this is where I do a lot of my stuff because I post fandubs online, which are videos of like already made stuff like video games, anime, cartoons.
Yeah,
I just do anime and video games because that's easier for me. And
somewhere.
Yeah. And so doing those are a lot of fun. I have such a great time. And I get to voice act my favorite characters. I get to portray the character in videos, and it's just a great time. It's how the vibes are. Yeah,
I love it. I mean, that's a great introduction. And then now we're gonna throw a little spin towards Alex area. Go ahead, talk your stuff, good sir.
Yeah, I'm Alexander. I've been cosplaying for about 5 or so years now, and it's a huge art form. And, platform, performative art is how I consider it, because you go out there and you are the art piece, and you're also the display at the same time. So there's a lot of that, but I've been loving it thus far. I make most of my own stuff, as long as it doesn't involve 3D printing. I haven't gotten to that yet.
We're going to get into this conversation because both of y'all are creative when it comes down to that too. But
Yeah. So wigs, I hate them, but I make them, and then if I can afford it, the time to make one of my own, I will. But other than that, I'll usually get some pre-made stuff just because it's easier that way.
Okay. Well, first of all,
I know, Nadia, you didn't make those glasses yourself. You ordered those online, didn't you?
These are prescriptions. I don't know. Most people think it's a fashion sense. I'm like, no, I have just poor vision, like really bad vision. So I need these to see. But
I thought you were dressing up as SpongeBob today.
So we're gonna talk about this cosplay thing because I love the fact that I met both of y'all actually at cons, which is a backstory most people don't know because because Jesus, we met at was it Anime NYC last year?
We met at Anime NYC of 2024. Yes,
2024, and it was super cool. So how it transpired was I was walking around, and I don't even know how we just met because I just I think it was.
I think I remember. I think I remember. It was the cosplay meetup.
Yeah,
the ball cosplay meetup. We met. I was just in my Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta outfit.
Yes.
It got a lot of love, and that's an outfit that took me a lot of time to make. It took me about 6-7 months to completely get that outfit done.
Nah, that's crazy.
It takes a lot of time.
That is dedication.
It was a lot because if you look at the outfit, you could see all that fur is attached to me, and there's only one giant space right here in my chest.
Yep.
But the thing is about that outfit, I hand sewn that entire outfit by hand.
I both that creative, by the way. Just you got this man, right? This legend over here making wigs. You making a whole cosplay outfit. I don't know the creativity that y'all got, but I just gotta give y'all credit because I just buy shit online and I just started you know what I mean?
That's how I started off too.
Trust me, that's so much easier than trying to make it.
Yo, honestly, I just got to give y'all credit because it takes. I mean, going back to what he was just talking about, 6 months. Going back to even your point too, Alex, is how long does it take for you to style the wigs and the cosplays? Because you've had some amazing cosplays. I mean, I remember we met at was it Rhode Island Comic Con, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
and you had that cool ass fit. I don't even know the character, but I was like, yo, that's a fly ass fit. You had the top hat and then the green suit. I think it was.
You're talking about the one slayer. I hate that cosplay.
I don't know. I just remember shit. I just be
that cosplay is nothing but trouble.
Yo, but it was so badass. Way
yeah.
that you had it styled, and I was like, nah, this dude cool as hell, bro. That's Brody right there. So literally, I don't know, I feed off of that energy, and I think that's what gravitated me towards both of y'all because y'all are just both down to earth people. And I think a lot of times the cosplay community is almost seen as oh my gosh, they're a whole bunch of nerds. I'm like, there's some really down to earth people that you meet and genuine people that you do get to bond with. And so that gets me excited when I do get to meet people at previous cons or, in the soon to be cons and things of that nature. So it's actually pretty cool how that transpires. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially meeting up with the right people.
Correct.
I feel like Nadia, you're a danger sometimes because you're like a black hole that we all just keep sucking in people that I know, and I'm like, hey, I know you from this and that, and the next thing you know, we got a whole group doing the push-up challenge.
Yo, it's so funny because Jesus knows about that. That's my thing. I feel when I go to the cons, it should be about the vibe, the energy that you bring out, and the bonds that you create with people. Whether I'm dressed up as SpongeBob, and then people are like, yo, Nana, yo, that's a fresh outfit. And I'm like, dude, this is Under Armour gear. And I just literally threw a tank on and it was comfortable. And I got sneakers on. That's literally it. Where y'all come up with the wigs, the aesthetics to certain cosplays that you're looking forward to. And dedication. I'm not the most artsy person, but I'm also if I see a vision, I'm like, oh, I like that. How do I tailor it to my own way in a sense? You know what I mean? And that's just my take on it. But question I have for y'all. So what do y'all do for work? How does a sense of work bring you a sense of joy? I want to know, we got the fans got to know the background, what's going on? What do y'all do for work? Because we need to know these things too.
I have the misfortune of working in real estate.
I mean, real estate's tough because you're dealing with so many different people and most of the time people come in there not in the best of moods, but how do you transmute working in real estate? How do you bring the sense of the joy of the customer? Let's say somebody has an off day or anything like that. How do you go about that?
I mean, I wish I had customers. Real estate more a sense of property management.
Yeah. Which is
so the business relation is a lot more of shopping for the right people and making sure places are filled and rented. Got you. It's very personal, but it gets very legal very quickly.
Got you. So then that's where you almost gotta kind of keep the boundaries of like, being too close to someone and also kind of like just keeping it business oriented at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't let them see me like this.
Well, we're gonna talk about that as well too. But
Yeah.
go ahead, I'm gonna flip it over to Jesus. And
All right.
what do you do for work? Because the world gotta know this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how do you carry your sense of joy from your occupation?
Honestly, I currently work at a store in my local town.
Okay.
It's a sports shop that it's a family run business.
Yeah.
But I got the job through my high school baseball coach because I played baseball my junior and senior year of high school.
Yeah.
And my senior year I played varsity, and one of the varsity coaches was the owner of the store. So I told him about it.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him anything. He told me that he needs someone to work. So I said, yeah, I can work. And so now that's where I work. It's a pretty chill place. I got like the coolest bosses in the world. They're really nice. And that's the best thing. Cause I do hear a lot of people say that, sorry about that. I do hear a lot of people say that, a lot of bosses aren't great. So having a good boss is like really something good to have and to be grateful for.
It is so essential. So even with my job, right? So you guys probably know, like, so I do help people buy cars, right? So I work in the auto industry. I'm very big about education, right? My sense of happiness is like seeing a customer come into the dealership nervous because people don't like doing that stuff, but then leaving there with a sense of happiness and joy and be like, oh man, like this person took me from a very stress-filled occupation and to like joy and sense of happiness, right? So like, perfect example, one of my previous friends came in, has tough credit, just trying to figure out life. He's dealing with a lot of like moving parts in his life. Really good dude, very solid dude. And so like he comes in, he's like, yo, I need help. I need to figure this thing out. This is what I have. This is what I can work with. And in hindsight, it looked like it was like things weren't going to work because credit is a little challenging. The car that he's looking at is damaged, so we have to deal with that. And then the car that he's looking at, it's a budget thing. He has to be at a certain budget. Literally, I'm like, I went to my team leader. I said, look, we got to help out my friends somehow, some way. Something's got to work. And it looked bleak in the beginning, but I'm just like, dude, I can't put that energy out there. I'm big about like manifestation. I'm like, we're going to figure this thing out. And literally like an hour to the time frame, we end up finding a car that literally fit within his budget and it's approved and everything. And he was so like ecstatic about it. And that's the sense of like happiness that I get from my job, because like, I don't know, like when somebody's in like a dire need and you just need help, you get to be like the superhero, which in a sense is kind of like cosplaying, right? So like you're a character that you're, whether you're a good guy or a bad guy or whatever it is, that's a huge thing that you get to play that role in that person's life at the same time too. And then speaking about roles wise, I'm curious. So when we talk about cosplay, things of that nature, who are your favorite cosplays that you like to pursue or like to exude, I should say, to become? I gotta hear like a top five. Top five. I need to hear. This is fascinating.
Top five. That's
particular order. No particular order.
No particular.
There's gonna be a top five, and it's gonna be this year.
That's funny.
Anime NYC. I know we talked about that.
Yes.
That's where I'll bring out the big stuff. Complicated mech suits.
Holy crap! Are you bringing like a mech suit to the? Nah. Hold on.
That's the only reason why I'm going is the mech suit. Bring that out.
Nah. Wait. So hold up. We going time out. So you bringing a mech suit to Anime NYC?
Yes.
Bruh. Do we get like a little sneak preview of like which character it is, or like
Kaiju number 8?
Oh,
damn!
This is about to be lit.
Oh, damn!
Nah,
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's badass.
Well, okay. Not. See, this is cool. This got me so excited. So like, you bringing a mech suit out to New York? Nah, that's gonna be crazy. Okay, so that's one of them only, or is that like?
Yeah, that'll be one of them. I don't think I need anything else other than that. For the 4 days, just Kaiju number 8. Go hard every day.
Oh my gosh, nah, that got me. Okay, I vibe with that, and I can't wait to see. I don't know which character it's gonna be, but I know it's That's a great anime, by the way. That's
But you know you're gonna see Envy there too.
I know. You know, MV is going to be a Soul Stopper because Jesus, what it is, we're anime Boston, right? I'm just up at Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Nice.
Yo, with body paint, and that thing was tough, bro. I was like,
I saw it. The photos went freaking hard. They were awesome.
The thing is, I love the cosplay, but like that body paint. Shout out to my girlfriend because she did a great job putting that on. But that thing was like, it was a headache. Like putting it on took 2 hours, and then I had to throw on my jacket to drive to Boston. And it stained my seats in my car. It stained my jacket.
Oh no!
Well, it was like this thing just keeps going and going, and like then it's so interesting because it had the body paint all over here, so it mixed with my deodorant and it made me smell even worse. And I'm like, oh hell no! Like it was like, but it's so cool. So I'm hanging out with Alex basically like the whole day for the most part, and he's in the Envy outfit from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, I think Alex, you on pause? I think
so here.
Okay, can you hear us?
Yeah, we were hanging out all day, and like we couldn't do the lifting up challenges that day because you were covered in paint.
Yo, so like literally that whole day I couldn't like hug anyone because I didn't want to mess up people's outfits. So like we're walking around, and my guy keeps going. Like I feel like everybody came up to Alex and was like, "Yo, I want to get a picture," because like if you know Full Metal Alchemist, that character. And I'm not the most well versed. I haven't actually, believe it or not, I haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist. But anyhow, that's besides the point. But I know that you probably took about like easily 100 pictures in this time span that we were just walking around, and poses were on point. Like I'm over here, like I'm just struggling. I'm just standing there like this, like this man. This is a legend.
You can't touch anything. I'm on the ground. I'm crawling around.
It was amazing because I was like, damn, like there's a huge following, but like shout out to you for that because I know you put in a lot of work, and it's nice to see that because when you put in that work and the detail that you put in your outfit, like it showcases why you deserve that. It's not even attention; it's just why you deserve that. Like kudos, like shout out to you for putting all this work to build that.
And remember, Nana, it wasn't just the outfit; it was also the bod. It's a sleeper bod.
Right, you got to tell us about that. See, like. Go ahead, educate us because I know Jesus got some stories too, but I definitely got to hear like how you came up with the idea of that character and like tell us more
about Envy.
Yeah,
why I wanted to do it.
Yeah,
just out of spite, I would not elaborate further. I was like, I'm gonna do that out of spite because I'll look good as it, and I pulled it off. That wig, I made that in like 10 hours, like throwing it together.
Bruh. What?
All of that. Yeah, it was just pool noodles and some metal wiring.
You hear this? Pool noodles and metal. Like, how do you come up with the creativity? I would have been like, yo, like, this shit spaghetti straps and just call it a day. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right. The creativity, I think, just came from what was easiest, you know? Rather than like taking a 2-foot long wig and like trying to make dreads out of it. I was like, I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to cut up some pool noodles, stick them on my head, and call it good.
Heck, that's it. Okay, we gonna get back
simple
to
solutions. Are like
we definitely gonna get
the easiest way out on the road on the path.
Yeah, but that's impressive. So then I'm gonna go to Jesus.
Right.
Then go ahead, elaborate, please. Tell us your
top 5 cosplays.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I have a few planned for Anime NYC, of course. I'm going with 3 completely new cosplays I haven't done before.
Oh nah!
I'm going with
how many guns we got? Mech suits and the freaking 3. Nah, stop, bro. I'm gonna have to introduce you guys by the way, because y'all are both great energy.
Yeah. Okay. So, got top 5 cosplays. I guess for top 5 would be my Deadpool cosplay, because that one cost me a pretty penny.
Yeah,
because I got it from this website called simcosplay.com, which is where I got a lot of my previous like Spider-Man cosplays, and it's like where they had like the best stuff. So I got my Deadpool out from there. The suit was like freaking like $400. And then I bought the guns. The guns were like $25 each. And then I got the swords, which I got from a trip when I went to Florida. I went to Florida and I got these 2 katanas.
They let you put that on the plate?
They're like $20. It
Okay.
was, and so like $500 on that Deadpool outfit, and that's my top 5. My next one on the list would have to be one of the outfits I plan on doing this year.
Okay.
Suppress Super Saiyan Broly from Dragon Ball Z. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. It's when Broly has blue hair. And if you remember, that's one of my favorite versions of that Broly, because it's just the most badass.
And he's like a lean version before he.
It's a lean version before he gets like real bulky. And funny thing about that, and I'm getting off topic, but about that, in that scene, like there's a scene where he's in the suppressed Super Saiyan form and he's just screaming the entire time. About that, I made a fan dub where I voiced Broly and I was screaming for about 3 minutes straight. And it's hilarious because it takes a lot out of me, because I love doing cosplay, but I also love doing voice acting. But I also love Dragon Ball. So if you could see where I'm going here, there's a lot of yelling.
You know what?
There's a lot of yelling.
Cool, because I'm excited. I feel like there's going to be like a little 5-minute segment of like, voice acting versus, something that Alex can come up with as well. Like, because I feel like the world got to know like what people bring to the table when it comes to cosplay. Because I think too many times it's just perceived as like, oh, you just dress up in characters and then that's it. I'm like, no, people are. It's an art. It's a form of art. It's a form of theater. That's the thing, is like we don't realize there's more to that than just that. But yeah, go ahead. Continue.
All right. Third, number 3. I guess it's going to have to be my future Trunks cosplay, which is going to be another cosplay I'm wearing for Anime NYC.
Oh, this is going to be crazy.
Because the funny thing is, there's this meme online of like, it's just, there's a black screen and then there's like, I think it's a figure version of Trunks, like here he's just like, he has his arms in his pockets and the background just says, "They call me the drink." So, and the funny thing is, I made a poster. I put "They call me the drink" on top, and I plan on stacking that on my back as I dress.
No, that is wild.
It's going to make a lot more sense when you see it. I had so much fun making that. I can't wait to get it done because I still got to get that Trunks cosplay in.
Yo, that's okay.
Yeah,
I'm excited for this.
That's number 3. Number 2 is one I already did. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
Yep.
I talked about it earlier. That outfit took a lot, like, because, like, so how I went about making that outfit was, I got this red compression shirt, and then I bought a lot of red fur. I think it's fake fur, and I got a bunch of it, and that's not cheap because fur like that is expensive.
Yes.
So I got a ton of that, and I just straight up sewed by hand every single part of the outfit, like, because like the sleeves, I sewed that by hand. The chest plate, I sewed that by hand, and the amount of times I stabbed myself with the sewing needle is unbelievable.
You gotta wear a whole like battle armor suit for that, just to make sure you can make that work.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed making that, and it looked amazing. Yes, the wig got a little bit ruined, but I still had a great time like wearing it. It was so much fun. When I got the color contact lenses, the outfit went even harder. So it was just a lot of fun.
I'm just surprised that you didn't melt in that outfit, because I was like, yo, how is Jesus walking around here? But like, it was beautiful though, because the way you designed it with the whole like leather pants and then like the
leather pants was so much fun.
The dedication to the craft, and it just shows. But all right, so then that's number 2.
That's number 2. Number 1, it's an outfit I'm also wearing to Anime NYC. It's the final outfit I have not mentioned. I have shown Nana this outfit. It's my own version of Moon Knight from Marvel. Because what I did was because Moon Knight has armor and he's like very like, and he wears a lot of white.
Correct.
So I thought I'm going to do something unique, and I got leather, like medieval leather armor, and I spray painted that white. So it's a medieval version of Moon Knight. And it looked really good when I had it finished,
like a Ren Fair or something like that.
Because it's all medieval armor. It's all like leather. It was expensive.
Oh my gosh.
Cosplay's expensive, but it was a lot of fun to make. even had my dad help me. My dad helped me out because he knew I was working on an outfit, and he said, "Oh, let me help you. I want to help. This looks fun." So my dad just like straight up helped me. It was a fun bonding moment. It was really great because I've done cosplay by myself for like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Then my dad wanted to help out, so that like meant a lot to me because it's something I'm passionate about. It's a big hobby of mine.
Right.
So my dad wanting to help out was like, oh wow, he's actually interested in what I do, and he's actually wanting to help. Because I never really asked for help because most of the time I know what I'm doing. The other time it's just trial and error.
Yeah, I mean, and speaking about that, because that's a great point that you bring it up, because trial and error, right? So there's always like room for improvement for any cosplay. Like whether, you know, even with mine, my top 5, I mean, actually the first ever cosplay that I really did was Dora the Explorer. Because like it was just so random. Like, why is there a buff dude in a Dora? I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. So like literally like the wig, and it's an easy cosplay, right? So it's literally just a pink shirt, orange shorts, yellow socks, white sneakers, and then you just need a wig and then like a pro backpack. And I just thought it was funny because I was like, well, how if I did like a funny, and this is like years ago. This is probably like 2019 or whatever. It was like my first ever anime Boston. And my friend put me onto it, and I didn't know much about cons at that. I was just like, oh, what is this thing? And I remember I went there, and you know, it was cool because Dora the Explorer is still a thing, regardless of how old you are. You always know like the color schemes because it's like Dunkin' Donuts or whatever it is. But it was super cool. And then last year I started getting more into it, actually more in depth, because my little brother was like, hey, look, you look like Killer B from Naruto. And he's like, you can probably do a cosplay of that. That's what it was. Like literally he was like, you can do a Killer B cosplay. And I was like, I mean, sure. So then he got me as a Christmas present. He got me the Killer Bee. And I was like, oh, now I gotta actually do it at a con. Like I gotta, like little bro got it for me, so I gotta make sure I represent it. So that was one of my earlier ones. And then obviously I got excited because I love Demon Slayer. So I'm a big anime head, obviously. Demon Slayer, Rengoku's my guy. So like literally little bro got me a Rengoku cosplay last year, I think it was. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then I got the sword with it because you just can't have Rengoku without the sword. It's just like it just doesn't make sense to. So that I got to do, and then the SpongeBob one came about randomly. So this is funny story. You guys are probably gonna laugh at this. So, I'm falling asleep, whatever it is, and I'm like, oh, I want a yellow Under Armour. I want a yellow Under Armour because it's just cool, like you know, just wearing a yellow Under Armour to work out it. I ordered it, and then I see it. I'm like, this is not the yellow that it was, because in the picture it was like a golden yellow. Not like the pale yellow, like my glasses yellow. And then I ordered it, so I was like, oh, this is different. And I was like, this is like SpongeBob yellow. And I was like a little like light bulb moment. Like, why are you thinking about cosplay at 6 a.m. in the morning? Because why not? And so literally I was like, oh, dude, I can do it. I can do like a buff version of SpongeBob. Like you just need the Under Armour and then the brown shorts. And then I'm just gonna do like a Jack version. So that's where the tank came about. I have a t-shirt which I could wear, but the tank made more sense because it's just like, why not show the aesthetics of a jacked or buff SpongeBob? And then, you know, the sneakers, the socks I just made, it was just like literally like socks, and you just drew the lines with the blue and red with like marker. And I'm like, oh, this is good enough. But that was super, super cool because it just literally like showcased that you can create something out of nothing, in all honesty. And that's what a lot of cosplay normally entails when it comes down to it. So, and then one of my favorite ones of last year, it had to be the Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is like.
Oh, I don't think I saw that one.
No, you didn't see it, but I met
You
Alex.
didn't see that? Come on,
I
had to see that.
I saw it online. I wasn't there for it because
you weren't there that day. It was I think it was on a Sunday. I think it was.
I think it was one of the other days because on Sunday you were dressed as Tengen.
That's right. So it was probably Saturday. Saturday, I think it was.
Yeah,
and it was at New York Comic Con. But that one was funny because I was like, I don't even know Mickey Mouse like that, but I was just like, that's a funny character to do like a buff version of it. And I know it's like Google buff Mickey Mouse, and it's like this like on steroids, like jacked as heck Mickey Mouse, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's wild, but like it's funny as heck. And then that's where they transpire with the Under Armour stuff. So I was like, you know, Under Armour gear is kind of cool if you're doing like a character that has that, you know, build or whatever it is. But that was how me and Alex, man, I was like, yo, you're cool as shit. He's like, yo, I like the fit. And then we did like a little flex off, didn't we? And like we took a picture.
Yeah, that was when you were shocked because I started stripping.
Yeah.
I started stripping in front.
Yeah, I was like, oh, bro was like, he actually works out. I was like, oh shoot, like dude.
Clothes don't do me justice, you know.
Yo,
They don't.
you know what? I always tell people is like, if you bought a new car, would you just leave it in the garage and just let it just sit there, or are you just gonna take it for a ride? That's literally like the same thing with working out. Of like, put in the work. Why not showcase it? And speaking of, because I know both of y'all actually, this is a great segue. Both of y'all actually work out, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Not as much.
Well,
Not as much. I'm starting. I'm starting.
Well, let's do this because I want to know, because Alex, how did you get into working out first and foremost, if you don't mind me asking? Like, how's your journey, your fitness journey?
Geez, my training I think just came from one of my old jobs doing trucking, and it required a lot of physical labor.
Wait, you did trucking?
I used to, yeah.
What? Like driving around?
Yeah, those big things. Yep.
Shoot. Nah. That's crazy. I didn't even see. This is something that I didn't. So then, how did that culminate to like working out and that sense of joy of working out too?
Well, the job was the workout. You know, you had the muscles for it. Offloading stuff and all that.
Yeah.
That's where it all came from.
Holy. Nah, because I know you've been on a journey. I remember even when we met at Rhode Island Comic Con, you were like, "Yo, I'm gonna get like strong as heck," and I was like, "Yo, bro's been putting in the work." Because like I see it though. Even when you were wearing your cosplay at Anime Boston, I was like, "Yo, Alex is like he's like Diesel." You know what I mean? Like shout out to you for that, because that's my other sense of like escapism of like just going to the gym, which I'll do after I get off this podcast. It's another avenue that I look towards too, you know. But
yeah, you know the other thing, dancing.
Ooh.
That's the other thing. You put on the workout on that.
Tell us more.
I guess it'd just be go-go dancing.
Wait, what?
You know? Listen, you just get drunk enough, you go on stage and you just throw it.
Bro, I see.
That's why I made the mistake, and I go to the rave. I'm going to the rave this weekend.
You know what?
No more room parties, okay?
Bro,
I'm going to raves only.
Nah, so Jesus, there was Anime Boston had this amazing rave party, which was like an after party for anime, and so people dressed up in like cosplay and things of that nature, and it was amazing. So the funny thing is, Kerri and I are in line, and then one of my friends that I just met at the con literally pulled us up into VIP out of nowhere, and I'm like,
"Oh wow!"
I'm not even like a fancy person like that. I don't need VIP stuff like that. But I was like, we got to skip the line. Like, let's do this shit, and it was like cool. Like the guy was super awesome. His name's Samari, great dude. He just like his thing was he wanted to bring somebody or people to experience something that we don't experience, and I was like, that's cool stuff. And I literally remember asking him, like, do you want me to like pay for some of this? And he's like, no. And I was like, bro, you got me in VIP. And in all honesty, I'm a regular person, so I'd rather be down in like the pit area with like all the regular people, because like I'm just like a people's people. So like I don't need the fancy stuff. I don't need to be like Batman looking down the city and be like, yeah. I got all the money, you know what I mean? But like it was super cool because it was one of those like moments where it was a vibe, and it was my friend Ashley's birthday that weekend, so she got to partake in it, met up with a couple of friends. So it was just the whole weekend was just amazing. So like if you ever do get a chance, Jesus, you got to pull up to Anime Boston, because
if I can, I'll pull up to the convention. However, I'm not old enough to go to a rave yet.
All in due time. But like
all in due time.
So tell us about your fitness journey and how you got into it as well too.
Well, honestly, it just happened one day. Like it was recent too. Gotcha. I was like not feeling myself. I walked up to one of my things, like the thing that checks your weight.
Yep.
And I was incredibly disappointed because just a few months ago, I went down from like 160 to like 145 or something. Which is great. But now like it got so bad to the point where I'm not caring enough about my health that I got back to 170. Which is a really bad thing, because like I'm short, so I have to like be more careful with what I eat, because if I weigh more, then that's not good.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm trying. I gotta take care of myself, because I love going to cons, but if I'm not taking care of myself, I'm probably not going to be able to go and experience and have as much fun as I usually do. Because it's all about the mindset. And if I'm stuck on like, oh, I don't look good, or oh, I don't feel too good because I weigh too much, it's just going to ruin my mood. It's going to ruin the con for me.
Correct.
So I have to take care of myself, and it's a responsibility because I just recently became an adult. So I have I have more.
Boo!
I have responsibility. Yeah, yeah, because like right now I'm 18. I'm just like I'm starting life. I had graduated high school last year. And I'm turning 19 next month, so I'm basically starting my life. So I have to take care of myself a lot more, and if like the more I like take care of myself, the more I care for my well-being, the happier I'll be. And honestly, it's an accomplishment. It's like in a way to put it, it's like an achievement in a game. Like you know how like video games, they give you random achievements just because you just started the game.
Correct.
It's like an achievement. Oh, I worked out today. Oh, I actually did something for myself. Oh, I'm actually helping myself physically.
Correct.
I'm not, because like I'm gonna be honest, I am a sucker for fast food. I am a sucker for junk food.
Aren't we all?
And I have a problem. I have a problem because I love to eat. Eating is something that I love to do. But if you eat too much, then you're setting yourself up for failure.
Correct.
So I'm
you eat too much, then you also set yourself up for failure. So it's a happy medium when it comes down to that. You know what I mean? Just it's very one of those things that you gotta like take into consideration when it goes from there. But I wanted to also ask y'all. So I know we just talked about, we kind of grazed over the cosplays and things of that nature. So then, anime wise, now we got to get into top 5 animes. Top 5 animes, because
oh boy,
it's gonna be a crazy list. And you know what? We're gonna throw it to Jesus first, and then we'll go to Alex after. And then I'll go third.
I know my top 3. I have the top 3 in my mind right now. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay.
Cool, because this is the thing that brings me joy. You can tell from the
all right. Top anime. Top anime without a doubt is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, because I read the manga. I'm currently reading the manga. I finished all of the parts. I cried at nearly every part. Because like I get really emotional. But
you're human.
Yeah,
you're human.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, top absolutely. My second favorite has to be Dragon Ball. Just Dragon Ball in general. It is amazing. Like the whole getting stronger. Goku's huge. that's like the way to say it.
He's that guy.
He really is.
That guy. Like,
and God, one thing that never leaves my mind, Gohan at the end of the Cell Saga was incredible. They gave that dude so much. Oh my goodness. They should. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. Hot take. If they didn't ruin Gohan for the Buu Saga,
oh my gosh,
Dragon Ball would have been a lot better.
So much potential was lost to that.
They gave it all to Super Saiyan 3 and to Goku just for Goku to lose, and just for Goku to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna give it to the next generation." Goten and Trunks, they got it. Yeah, they got it. They lose, and then you get Super Buu, and then like the whole thing goes on, and then we get Kid Buu, and who beats Kid Buu? Goku, because why the hell not? Like, come on.
Always go back in like a revolving circle of just like, okay, this is how it's always going to end up with. Like, Goku ends up being the protagonist to end that. If anything,
well, it makes sense because Goku is the face of Dragon Ball. Like, Goku's literally the face of Dragon Ball.
Okay, I feel that. Okay,
that's 2. Number 3, it's a tough one because I'm also a sucker for slice of life anime. Because there's this one anime called Urusei Yatsura. It's spelled weird. It's like URUSEIYATSURA. And it's so basically the story is this very I don't know what I'm allowed or not to say. I'm not allowed to say.
No, you can speak your mind. Like, it's just,
okay. No, because like the thing is, he's a very he's a kid that's very dirty in a sense because he's
that's like every anime, like Master
yeah.
Roshi.
Yeah, okay, so he's like a very horny teenager.
Yeah, that's
and so, but apparently
every anime in the world.
He has the worst luck in the world because he gets chosen to go up against this alien girl and in a game of tag, and if he loses, then the entire Earth gets enslaved.
What the?
But the thing is, he wins, but the reason he won was because the girl he liked said, "Oh, if you win, I'll take your hand in marriage." So for
that trick, like, hey, yo.
So when he was going to try and win, he kept yelling the word marriage out loud because that's what he was trying to win. But the thing is that, like, when he won, the alien girl thought he was declaring marriage towards her. So she is now technically his wife or fiance or whatever you want to call it. And
this is wild.
And the whole story is like them going back and forth, like a bunch of adventures and stuff like that. It's actually a pretty cool story. However, I will admit the main character is a bit annoying to get around, but other than that, it's a really good anime. I love it. I personally love it.
Okay, so we got 3 in the books.
Yeah, that anime also made me cry at the end. I'm a very emotional guy. Yeah.
Forget that. Be yourself. Don't ever feel like you can't be yourself, you know?
Number 4.
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter. Easily.
Oh.
Hunter x Hunter is so good. Yeah.
Yo, I have a Hisoka outfit that I haven't worn yet, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
I might have to pull that out soon.
Oh my goodness. Because I remember at Anime NYC, I don't remember who the guy is, but I got a photo with someone dressed as one of the butterfly guys during the Chimera Ant arc.
Yep.
Yeah. You were there. You took the photo, I believe.
Yep.
I don't remember the character's name.
Area. I remember we were coming out from like the
guy. His cosplay was beautiful. Like the giant butterfly wings, that was amazing. Like that took dedication and time. I know it did. So that's why Hunter x Hunter easily.
Yep.
4.
Okay.
Number 5. Now this is where it gets hard because I watched a lot of anime.
So many.
I genuinely don't really know because there's a lot. When it comes to shonen, I'd have to pick probably My Hero Academia because I really like My Hero Academia. I know like a lot of people have a lot of hot takes, especially because of the fandom, because they're very, very weird. But the fandom doesn't make the anime. The anime
weird is amazing. I think weird is beautiful, in all honesty.
But the thing is, the anime is really good. The story is really nice, and I'm really enjoying the story. But if we're talking non-shonen, I'd have to put Ranma and a half there, which is another it's another story where this kid got in an arranged marriage, but the thing is he's like a martial artist, so him and his father were like going around like studying martial arts, but something happened and the boy got into like this cursed river, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
And whenever he gets splashed with cold water, he turns into a girl. And
anime be awesome. Like this is very who comes up with these stories, but it's amazing how they wrap it around together too, you know.
But like whenever he gets splashed with warm water, he turns into a boy. And he turns back into a boy. Yeah, so yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And the funny thing is
though, like what?
But the thing is, his father also fell into a cursed river, but it was different because whenever he gets splashed with cold water, he turns into a panda.
Stop.
Yeah, it's
you're here.
Yeah. And the show is called Ranma and a Half. It's on Netflix. It's only on Netflix, which is unfortunate because
oh my god,
for people who don't have that, it's a good anime. It's a good anime.
I'm gonna have to look into this. That's a great list, by the way. I'm curious to see what Alex got on his list because he looks like he's ready to go. Like
my list is so bad.
Go ahead. That's all you.
You want? All right.
I got you. I just want to know.
I'll start with number 5. It doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
I know it doesn't count. But Sonic X. That is an anime.
That is an anime.
Cannot argue it. It is so anime coded.
I love the shadow look that you got going on right now with the hair and the shirt.
Really complete.
That was a little subtle flex right there.
Yeah.
Sonic X was that show. Fox Kids.
Yeah, it was on 4 Kids back in the day.
That's what it was, the 4 Fox Kids. I mean,
and that shit went dark.
Bro, Didn't
It
it?
went dark.
So Sonic X, okay.
Number 4, I would probably say Oran Host Club.
Wait, which one?
Oh,
Oran Host
I
Club.
know about that
No,
one.
you gotta tell me about what is this one? I gotta know these things.
It's anime and manga. It's about a girl who gets mistaken for a guy and now has to entertain women at a high school? Oh, yeah, of course it's
Yo,
at a
this
high
is
school.
wild. This
Yeah.
is wild. I'm loving it, yo. What? Nah, see, these 2 enemies I gotta look into as well. But okay, so
Number 3. Number 3, I'm gonna have to say it's kind of an old one. It's a personal one.
yeah.
But for me, it was it's hard to say this, but Sailor Moon, like I'm just obsessed
Sailor
with
Moon,
that.
goated.
It's an old classic. I love it.
Goated. That is goated. Sailor.
There's nothing wrong with older animes because that like nothing beats older style animes because that style is incredibly unique. You don't see that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I respect that. I respect that.
And the story, I think a lot of people slept on Sailor Moon low key because some people didn't get the story. I'm like, that's a great anime. That is a great one. Okay.
Then number 2, it's gonna have to be Fullmetal Alchemist, baby.
Yes, I was waiting
And
for that.
only the manga and Brotherhood are canon. I don't care about the other one. That one was just weird.
That one is just weird.
They almost went to Monsters of the Week stuff with that the original because they ran out of material to adapt.
Yo, okay. I'm loving the list.
And the number 1, the GOAT, it will always be Naruto. Everything since Naruto has been a copy of Naruto.
Bro, I mean, think about it though. If you think about art, like JJK, the style is kind of like giving Naruto. I mean, like just the whole like 3-team tandem or whatever.
Dojo and Kakashi, they're the same character. Like, let's be real.
Correct.
But I will caveat: Naruto's story is stupid. But I just love it so much.
He gave me Hokage.
He became the Hokage, just like all the adults around him sucked. Okay? Here's a question for everyone, right? Who raised Naruto? Did they just throw him in an apartment as a baby? Like, who breastfed him? The third Hokage? Like, anybody?
Yo, bro was getting fed like meat noodles and like.
Oh yeah, because like they only left him with like ramen noodles and an empty apartment. That's it.
Right.
I mean,
and all of his godparents, like Jiraiya, Tsunade.
They didn't want to get to him, you know. I mean, they had to wait till a certain age to make sure it's worth it.
Tsunade, well, she was the big titty one, right?
Yo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it, yo. I mean, damn, y'all both got a great list, though. I'm like, damn, what? I mean, I'm just gonna just freestyle it, right? So, like, Dragon Ball Z is my OG because, like, I grew up watching that. I remember that, like, watching that in like, and it's so interesting in like Spanish because I remember like I woke up, it was a Sunday morning, and it'd be like Spanish, and it shows the influence of how big Dragon Ball Z is. Like, even when Akira Toriyama died, a lot of Hispanic countries were like celebrating like the life of who he was. Like, this shows the global impact of, you know, it's a Japanese anime that is impacting so many different cultures. And I remember going up watching that, and I was just like, what is this thing? And that influenced like the whole dyeing hair. I was like, yo, I want to be like Goku. I want to have Super Saiyan yellow hair and freaking red hair, whatever it is. Like, that was one of my goated ones. Damn, another one would be, I love Naruto. Naruto put me on to like, I just love his spirit and like how he's just like driven to be like, yo, like shit, something bad happened to me. I just got to just keep going and try to like better myself from it. And just become the Hokage because people are depending on him, and he does it for his friends and stuff like that too. So Naruto would be number 2. Damn, this is tough.
There's a lot of animes.
I love Death Note. Death Note was
Death Note's a great anime. That's a great one.
That was one of the ones that I was just like, yo, like, and I just rewatched it actually probably like 3 months ago, and I was like, dude, this thing is like a masterpiece. You don't even know like the whole like
Nadia, we have to know.
Yo,
did it end when L died? Come on. We need to know.
Ooh, I think Nier and what is it? Is it Mello? Nier and Mello?
Yeah.
But like I think L was rough when you saw him like finally like take a loss, and I was just like, yo, they can't just do that to L. Like he had the mystery, he was right there, and Light was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna like off you right now. And I remember that episode because it was like raining and stuff like that, and it was called like I think like the bells or whatever, and so like it showcased like, oh, he's gonna be passing away in this episode, and it was just somber, but it was like, holy shoot, like, yeah, Light was a menace. He was basically he was Eren Yeager before Eren Yeager was. And speaking of, Attack on Titan is gonna be number 4 on that list right now because we're gonna throw Eren Yeager under that bus because that man got powers and just went to total domination of the world when it came down to it. And then let's see the 5th one. Oh, this is tough because there's so many good ones. There's JJK, which you can't go wrong with that. There's Solo Leveling, which is a really good one. I love Kaiju number 8, by the way. That's a great one as well. And then, this is tough. You know what? I really did enjoy Hunter x Hunter. I think
nice.
I think because it was the same creators of Yu Yu Hakusho. So like,
oh my god,
yes,
I forgot about that. Oh my god,
parallels of the characters of like, you know, Gon is supposed to be Yusuke, and then you have like Kurapika who's supposed to be Hiei, and then I think Joey's supposed to be Leorio, and then Kurama's supposed to be Killua, yes, or whatever it is. But like all those characters are parallel to like Yu Yu Hakusho. It's the same creator that made both animes. So
and the style is so similar. I love that style.
Even the outfits, you can tell like if you put them side by side, there's a picture that frames like both like Yu Yu Hakusho cast and then Hunter x Hunter cast, and it's like holy shoot, like it's amazing. But like even like the Chimera arc was a beautiful thing.
That was a beautiful arc. That was so good. You could never go wrong with the Chimera Ant arc.
Correct.
So that's like the best.
So then going back, because I know we got like probably like 8 minutes left of the show. So what I'm thinking is, what do you guys have in mind? What are your next cosplays and cons that you're looking forward to? Just to kind of go from there. But yeah,
I got something.
Go ahead.
The one that you told me about, Brooklyn Comic Con. I'm going to that Saturday.
Are you really? Saturday. Did you get a ticket?
No, I'm buying my ticket, but I talked to I talked to my family. And I was like, I'm gonna do this, so I'm going because luckily I live on the tail of Long Island, so I could just take a train from where I am.
Wait, are you near Milwaukee?
I live in HB, which is Hampton Bays. It's like the center. It's like the center.
We can link up. I'm gonna be in Milwaukee soon.
Wait, what the? How are you gonna be?
Damn, you're going to be in the tail of. You're going to be on Long Island.
I'm gonna be on the tail too. Yeah. I'll be on a houseboat, but I'll be there.
Nice.
What? Yeah. Nah, this is cool stuff.
I love living on.
I'm not camping. It's my houseboat. I'll send Nadia. I just send you pics.
Bro, I'm excited. Like I did.
Hell yeah,
bro.
And
this is how small the world is. Like, look at that. Like, we just happen to have both of y'all on here, and now y'all both like shooting the stuff. Like, this is amazing.
Also, I'm also planning on going to another convention. It's the one I shared it with Nana. I shared a lot of things with Nana.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you sense of, like,
it's called Undiscovered Realm Comic Con, which is in Westchester. Yeah, it's in Westchester, White Plains, I believe.
Got you.
And I plan on going there because this looks like a really cool convention. I'm like, yeah, I want to go there. Because I just got the Moon Knight cosplay finished. I need to wear that out to play.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you need to wear that.
I feel like cosplay should be worn whenever you want. In all honesty, it can. I mean, yeah, the con is obviously more acceptable, but like, bro, I was at a Halsey concert wearing a SpongeBob outfit. It doesn't make any sense because like, why is there somebody dressed as SpongeBob at a Halsey concert? But I like Halsey's music and I wanted something comfortable, and I just was like, you know what, this is funny as heck, so why not? You know what I mean? But it just shows that you can transmute any cosplay in any social setting. Yeah, it might be awkward for some people to be like, oh, what is he doing, or what are they doing in the outfit? But like, I don't have any shame. I don't have anything to prove to people. I'm just myself. You know what I mean? I just live my life, and if you like it, I'm grateful for it. If you don't, that's cool. It don't affect me anymore. You know what I mean? But okay, so we got a couple cons on your end, Jesus. And then what about yourself, Alex?
I'll be seeing you this weekend, and then probably again in New York City. Those are the two. Those are the two I'm planning thus far.
Wow.
Yo, I'm really excited because I think it's gonna be a blast. Like, so we have Rhode Island Comic Con. That's where we're gonna meet up at with Alex. So literally, because Alex is in the Northeast area, like yourself and myself, but like literally, like Rhode Island is an hour away from me, and I'm thankfully able to make time for it this coming Saturday and Sunday. I still haven't even got my outfit fixed because like I was gonna do Super Saiyan 4 Diamond version, but the pink I can't do that. So I got a t-shirt and I try to like tailor it, and it looks kind of like so we don't I don't know what I'm gonna rock yet, but like we gonna see. I might just pull up in something just like out of nowhere last minute, but maybe
That's
I can
exciting.
so like I'm really excited, but I'm trying to I thought about it, it's like I might just do Goku, but I don't know where one of my blue wrist straps are, so I got to find that eventually.
Okay.
But no, I'm excited for this weekend. I think it's going to be a great time to just like not worry about anything and just live in the moment, because cons bring me that sense of like happiness, joy, and like just not worrying about anything. I just go enjoy my time off and live in the moment. That's all, you know what I mean? But
Nana,
yeah,
so since we got a few minutes left, is it all right if I could like change the topic a bit?
I was gonna say, were you gonna do some voice acting?
I want to talk about voice acting, actually.
Oh shit! Okay, let's go.
I only got 4 minutes, so I'll try to be quick. All right, I guess I'll talk about the start. So how it started off was I loved doing impressions as a kid, and growing up, I loved doing impressions in general. So I love doing that. For example, like one of my most recent impressions that I learned was future Trunks, because my friends say it's very accurate, because Trunks, he talks like this. My name is Trunks. Vegeta and Bulma, they're my parents. Like, it's a lot of fun to do voice acting. Just doing all of that is a great time. But like, and another one, Broly. That was just me screaming. That was just me screaming, just going, ah!
I remember you sent the video and I was like, yo, this is impressive. Like, I couldn't do that.
That was fun, because Trunks is like, he's a really easy voice to do because it just fits in my range. Because as like when I do voice acting, it's just, I have all these ranges. I have my own personal voice. It's my own instrument that I can use to create, to give life to characters.
Give life to the character.
It's fun.
Absolutely.
It's something I love doing, and I've done it for I've done it for a year now. So yeah, because it started off when I met this one person who told me that they are going to create a project. And I was like, oh, that's cool, because they knew I wanted to do voice acting, so they told me about it. They're like, hey, oh yeah, you can audition. You can absolutely audition. So I did. I auditioned for like 3 characters, and funny enough, I got 2 of the characters I auditioned for. And then came a bunch of time. Then episode 2 of like what we did is going to come out. We did a proofreading of the script, and funny enough, in that proofreading, there was a character, and all I did was talk like this. I just used a deep voice in a gruff pattern, and they loved it. And they're like, "Yeah, you could voice him. Hell yeah, that works." Because it's an art. It's something I have so much fun with. If I had more time, I would have absolutely loved to talk about voice acting so much more. And
we the thing is, these conversations don't even end here. So like really, like y'all can always book, like even on the Calendly thing, the link that we'll post. You can book there, and we're actually, I think right now we're booked until like September or something like that.
Oh, damn.
Literally, and I always tell people, like, people can hop on whenever. Like literally, it's not like, like it's cool, because even like, thank God both of you guys are both available. And it's so funny because both of you guys reached out to me roughly around like this, like it was just by coincidence. And I was like, holy crap. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I was like, yo, like we got like a cool group of just amazing people in the same like vibe, if anything like that. But before we go, what is one form of advice that you guys would like to give? So I guess we'll go with Alex and then Jesus and then me, and then we'll just wrap it up.
Protein deadlifts. That's what I got. Protein
I love
deadlifts.
It, yo.
That's all you need.
Protein deadlifts. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm on with it.
I mess with that, yeah.
Honestly,
if I had to give some advice, it'd be never lose sense of who you are as a person, because you are the most important person of your life. Never forget who you are, never forget where you came from, and just be happy that you're yourself, because I went through like some serious problems in like the year prior. I had a lot of there was a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I can't say really, but it's stuff that really like negatively affected me, and it really ruined a lot for me. But like the more I learned, the more I was like, okay, that's not who I was.
Correct.
That's not who I am.
Correct.
I am not a bad person. I just made a big mistake.
As you
And like, even though like this like mistake was like a lot bigger than some people may think, like they're like, oh, if you do something like that, then you're a horrible person. We're all human and we all make mistakes. But the thing is, the mistake I made was like kind of rough, because the thing is, I was manipulated into believing I was guilty. And so I apologized, which showed like an admission of guilt.
Yeah.
So that caused a lot of problems. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of people. But the people who are still in my life, I'm truly grateful for them. They are the people that matter, because they've heard all the accusations. They've heard all of the stuff that's happened. They've heard my side, and they've even heard me break down crying in front of them. But through all of that, not a single one of them decided to be like, yeah, we're not going to be your friend anymore. They're like, no. They said, yeah, this may have happened, but that's not who you are. We know who you are as a person. That's not you.
On your people.
And that really put me in a position. Was like, these people are the right people. And I've known these guys for a long time. I've known these guys for over 5 years about now. So they really mean a lot to me. It's because these friendships are the friendships that do last a lifetime. Because when I was at my lowest, they were right by my side, and they said, it's okay. Because even if you are guilty, we're not going to stop being your friends, because they are the people who I genuinely love, as like they are my best friends. They are the best people of my life.
That's how it should be. And I think
besides my parents.
No, you're good. I think you spoke upon that, because like that's what I always tell people. So my 2 cents before we cut off and everything is really just try to like live in the moment. You know what I mean? Like, so yesterday I found out that I didn't get the content creator badge from New York Comic Con. And most people kind of take that and like, oh man, it's spiteful. And I'm like, I like that. That's a challenge. Like that makes me more excited to be like, yeah, I gotta go and make a splash. Like I literally was like, yo, I remember telling my girlfriend, I said, babe, 0 for 2, and she's like, you're doing the right thing. You just got to keep at it. And I don't know what the parameters are, but I wasn't going to sulk and moan about it. I was just like, oh, say less. You just lit a fire in my well-being, and I'm going to make a name, because that's what happened last year. It was the same thing where like I put in an application, didn't get it, and I had a great ass time, and it was like amazing. So this makes me even more excited to be like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't get the badge. Great. I'll still be there. I'm still going to bother the fuck out of y'all. So, like, I'm going to definitely make my presence felt. I'm going to make sure my friends, as in you guys, also enjoy yourselves whenever we go to these cons and things of that nature. I'm going to just be a vibe of just positivity, joy, and happiness. And that's all I can bring to these cons, and let people know that it's okay to be themselves. So,
that's the beauty about conventions, that you go to meet the people that you can connect with. The people that you can connect with are the people that are in like your similar position, like the people that same interests, same like ideas. Like, you love cosplay, I love cosplay. You love anime, I love anime. You love comics, I love comics. Like that's literally the beauty of it all. Like these cons are the things that bring people together. When like especially like when like something can be wrong in someone's life. Like for me personally, I went through a lot when I was going to cons. And the thing is, the cons put like the biggest smile on my faces. Like I like for like a year, I was like, oh, but I'm not. But you figured out it's awful. You know I go to a con, and then I'm smiling like I am right now. Like it's that good. It's that amazing. But and I'm sorry I'm keeping you here for so long.
No, you're good. You're good. What we'll do is we gonna have to do this again. We got to run it back, because y'all are both. I really appreciate you guys hopping on here and just being such great like energy. Both of y'all put on a great performance, and thank you guys so much. And like I said, we'll touch base and we will recap and try to get something going. But thank you guys so much for just being awesome, and make sure you guys have a great evening and keep being awesome.
Absolutely. You too.
All right, Nadia. Thanks for having us.
Also,
take care, guys.
The next time we can get on, hopefully I can talk more and do more voice acting, because the drunk stuff, that's fun. Because that